What is up? What is going on, everybody? I am back with the Mariners post-game recap. Apologize for it being so late. Just had some work stuff I had to take care of. I was supposed to be live with Rooftop tonight. Unfortunately, I just couldn't make it. Just had some stuff come up late. And so I'm just doing this post-game recap late. I didn't get to see all of it. I got to see enough of it. Before I get started, hit sub, hit like. Appreciate everybody that does. Thank you so much. Everybody that views this video truly means a lot to me. A one-run win. The Mariners win a one-run game. They improved to 5-12 in one-run games. They beat the A's tonight 3-2 and improved to 500 on the season. Back to 500. Chance to get over 500 tomorrow. That's the key. This was a series we thought the Mariners had a chance to do some damage. Hopefully they can secure at least a series win tomorrow. Then a sweep is definitely possible, but one game at a time. Obviously, the major concern right now, and I haven't seen anything on it, is the Ty France situation. He was hit by a pitch in the eighth. It sounded bad. It had that like it hit bone type of sound. So I don't know if it was his wrist, his hand. He did stay in, but then they had Haggerty run. I always think it's funny how that happens. Like a player convinces to stay in, then the manager like 2 minutes later takes him out. So I'm sorry, guys, late, but is it? No, that's my thing's an hour fast. That's the biggest concern right now for the Mariners. Obviously Ty, great game today. Had essentially the winning home run in the fifth inning, or was it the sixth inning? In the fifth inning. But the other problem is Mariners just don't have a lot of depth at first base. Right now Sam Haggerty has to come in and play. He's not going to be the answer there at first base. Dylan Moore would be helpful. But unfortunately, and again, I see people complain about they don't have first base depth. Well, Dylan Moore's hurt. Evan White is hurt. So the depth is hurt right now. So they're going to have to make do with what they have. Hopefully Ty doesn't have to hit the injured list. We'll see. Hopefully just a few games and nothing serious of it. We'll see if any MRIs come out tonight. But on to the positive stuff. Like I said, the Mariners get the win 3-2. A one-run win. If you guys need any more evidence that one-run games do include some luck, I don't know if you saw in the ninth inning they posted the records of these teams in one-run games. The Mariners were 4-12. They're now 5-12, and the A's were 7-8. I mean, doesn't that tell you that there is some luck involved in these? The fact that the A's have a essentially 3.5 game better record than the Mariners in one-run games. I'm not saying the Mariners should be 12-4, but like I said, now they're at 5-12. But make them, 7-10, and we'd be feeling good about this season. So it's just funny how that happens. And while it definitely, like I always say, it's not just luck that comes into play in one-run games, but it does factor in, and that right there, I think, is a good sort of barometer for how, if the A's are that much better than you in one-run games, there's probably a little bit of luck involved. So let's get into it. Good bounce back start from Marco. Started out a little shaky, gave up 2 runs in the first inning, but he finishes with 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Good outing from Marco. He was fine. Again, Mark, I say it, and if you guys watch all my videos, you're probably tired of hearing this. Marco is Marco. He was fine. He's going to be fine. He's a back-end starter. I'm not shocked about it. I said last week when he kind of blew up in Boston that he's probably going to pitch good against the A's. And again, people can say, well, it's the A's, so who cares? But, okay, fine. Then we get to throw out his start in Boston. You don't get to do that. You pitch you pitch against and you play who's in front of you. We know every year the Mariners are going to play the A's a bunch, so you don't get to take those starts away from Marco. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go around the rest of the league and let's see how good Texas has done against Oakland and Houston. We got to take all those guys' wins away as well. So if you're going to do it to Marco, you got to do it to everybody. So, Marco's fine. He's a back-end guy. He's capable of, especially at home against a bad lineup, he's probably going to pitch pretty well. Even in the first inning, I think it was Perez, the A's catcher. Is that who was catching tonight? Yeah. I mean, he had a little seeing eye signal, which gave the A's, I'm sorry, guys, late, their second run. He wasn't even hit that hard in the first inning. Bullpen did its job, didn't even allow a base runner. Got Topa and Seawald did a nice job. I think Trevor Gott's better suited to come in with guys not on base and to start an inning. I still think if you're looking for someone to come in with runners on base, Brash is still probably your best bet just in terms of overall stuff. Getting Munoz back will help with that because he's going to likely be that guy as well that can come in and get those type of outs. Good bounce back from Topa, who had a bit of a rough series in Atlanta. And then Seawald, again, locks it down for his 10th save. Not much to talk about on the offensive front. Once again, the Mariners only score in one inning. It's funny how it doesn't hurt as much when you get a win from it. So, and truthfully, from two batters. I mean, the Mariners scored all their runs in two batters. JP had a 2-run home run after a 2-out double by Tom Murphy. And then next batter, Ty France, home run. That's it. That's all the offense the Mariners got. They finished with 5 hits and 2 walks. Certainly not the performance they had yesterday. But again, I'm not get wins. You know what I mean? I'm not going to look too much judging the wins right now. They just need to get them. And they were due for a 1-run win here. So that was good to see. But just kind of funny how those 2 batters, that was it. Provided all the offense for the team tonight. But again, it doesn't hurt so much when you win. I actually thought the Mariners had some pretty hard contact against Medina. Cal hit one pretty deep. Gino just missed a home run. I think Teo hit a couple pretty hard. So I think Kellenic did have a base hit. I even thought Colton Wong hit a couple balls hard. Listen, I'm trying to find anything to be positive about for Colton Wong. He hit a couple balls on the screws that just didn't drop in. It's true. I mean, you can still think he stinks and say that, he was okay, I guess, tonight. So, yeah, just going down the box order. J.P. Crawford, 1 for 3 with the home run and a walk. Great to see. Great to see a little pop from J.P. too. I don't expect J.P. to be a 20 home run guy, but 7 to 10, he's certainly capable of that. Gets a walk too, so continues to hit the ball hard as well. Ty France, 1 for 3. I am so sorry for the yawning, guys. I apologize. Ty was 1 for 3 at the home run. Good to see him pull a home run for the first time, and then just hope he's okay with the wrist injury, because as much as France has kind of been not as amazing this year, like the depth just isn't that good there at first base for this team, especially with Dylan Moore not back yet. Sam Haggerty pinch run, had a stolen base. Julio was 1 for 4 with a solid base hit. He did have that in the 8th, so in the bottom of the 8th inning, I forgot who led off with. Ty France was hit by the pitch. And then Julio flew to right, and Ramon Laureano went to get it, and a fan reached over and touched the ball, and Julio was called out by fan interference, essentially. Now, and maybe I'm naive on this, and you guys let me know in the comments down below, I didn't know that was a rule. I thought if the ball was in foul territory, a fan had the right to go for it, and it was too bad. Are they saying it was in fair territory? Or was it because Laureano wasn't jumping into the stands, so that's why? Maybe that's probably it. If you're going into the stands, then the fan has a right for it. But if it's in the field of play, then I guess that he doesn't necessarily have a right to it. I thought the fan was a little much, like kind of bragging about it. It's like, dude, you touched it. I mean, it is what it is. So I thought that was a little funny by the fan to kind of, overreact just a little bit there. So you're good, bud. You can grab something. You're good. My kid is grabbing his late night snack. No. So yeah, I guess as I'm talking out, that would be the rule, because Laureano didn't go into the stands there. I was thinking like it was in foul territory. So what's the difference there? But yeah, that would be the reason on that. And I know the fans are booing. I get it. Like, I'm glad to see the fans getting involved, but I think that's the right call there. If it touches his glove, then that is interference. So that was Julio. Kellenic was 1 for 4, solid single. Gino was 0 for 2 at the walk. Hit a ball certainly hard enough to be a home run. Mariners have had like 5 or 6 this series already that could have easily been out. That probably, as we go deeper into the summer, will become home runs. Just still that marine layer a little bit. We're almost in June, almost into the hotter months here, but just died. On July 9th, that's probably a home run. Cal was 0 for 4. He just missed another one that in the summer, probably a home run. Teo 0 for 3. Wong was 0 for 3. And then Murphy 1 for 3 with a good double. Murphy's swinging a better bat recently. And they need that. They need that depth. They need, someone that can hit lefties, first of all. It can give Cal some time off and everything. So it's good to see Tom Murphy starting to hit the ball better. I'm going to get going. I don't have much else to add. Good win for the Mariners. Hopefully they can go ahead and secure the series tomorrow. You got Bryce Miller. You kind of survived the game that, in my opinion, was going to be the toughest one there. So I think that's important for them to get that one in there, because I thought if there was a game that, yeah, I just think this was the game that I was a little, not that they necessarily are guaranteed to win the next two or anything, but this was the one to me that was kind of the most up in the air, for lack of a better term. I'm sorry if I repeat myself. I had to pause the video for a second and then restart. So they win the. Anytime you can win a Marco Gonzalez start, you feel pretty good. So now you got turn back over to Bryce Miller and Logan Gilbert. So hopefully they can finish series off. I'm still fine with 3 out of 4. I am. It's hard to sit there and you don't want to predict a sweep in a 4-game series. My goal at the start of this homestand was 7-3 for the Mariners. They're 2-0. Now they need to go 5-3. So beating the A's twice would certainly go a long way into that, but I'm still okay with the series win. You got to win series. And if you win 3 out of 4, that's a 750 winning percentage. That'd be 750. That's fine. So all the people go, to say a sweep or nothing is that's a lot. That's asking a lot. They need to win series. Winning 2 out of 3, winning 3 out of 4. That's going to be the key to get this team kind of back into it here. But nice win tonight. Not much else to add to it. Hopefully Ty France is okay. That's really the main concern right now. I will see you guys all later tomorrow night. It'll be another late one for the post game. Hope everybody has a great night. And as always, go M's. Peace.